Hello, this is Goku 4271 back here with, this is going to be a dual video dealing with Smallville. First thing I'm going to tell you how I feel about Smallville as a whole, and then I'm going to tell you about what I'm excited about for Season 10, because I am excited. There will be minor spoilers. I'm going to keep it down to the important things that if seeing Season 10, you'll know, stuff like that. But beyond that, I don't want to ruin the show. I'm just going to be talking about more generalized things. I'm not going to be talking about individual episodes or things that, as a watcher, you would want to experience. I'm just going to talk about things that, just generalized things that Season 10 will probably ruin. So let's get into this right now. So I've watched this show since the very beginning, and a lot of people are saying the show is, like, a lot of people that I've heard stop watching the show because they don't like it that much. I think this was a great show, actually, for what it is. It is the one true superhero show that's been on for 10 years, and I think it started these superhero shows. Now, there were superhero shows before this. Blows himself up, dude. Says that there's no superhero shows with costumed heroes and all that. This show has that. Now, I don't know if I consider what Superman was wearing, what Clark Kent was wearing in Season 9 to be considered a costume. It was only a trench coat and the S on his thing, and it was basically, I don't really consider that to be a costume. But Green Arrow was definitely wearing a costume. Basically everybody part of the JLA, except for Clark and Chloe, wears a costume. And they've done a lot of things. They've introduced a lot of characters. Now, when you say the villains don't have costumes, well, look at the villains they've used. Other than Bizarro, they've used villains that are commonly in Superman don't wear costumes. Thus, they don't wear costumes. It's just the kind of villains they're using. Justice Society, and all of them wore costumes. We only got to see a couple of them. We didn't get to see Green Lantern. I'm hoping Green Lantern makes this season, because I would love to have a Green Lantern episode. I've been wanting to have one of those for a while. I'm kind of like thinking they're never going to have Batman in the show, so Green Lantern is who I'd love to see. But let's get back onto it. This is a coming to age story, and I had a friend of mine, or an ex-friend. We no longer talk, but he watched the show like me when the show began, and he was saying how it's a parody of Superman, and how it's gonna end with, it can't end with him becoming Superman because it's a parody and it's making fun of Superman. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a coming to age story, and I got into a lot of debates with this person, and he thinks it's a parody because things are different. No, that's called an adaptation. You're taking something that doesn't work as a TV show, and you're making it work as a TV show, and that's what Smallville did. There are a lot of things that they did wrong that I don't like, but for the most part, this is a pretty good telling of Superman's coming-to-age story. I think it's done pretty decently. Obviously, you add characters, and you change things around, but that's what you do when you do stories like this. But mainly, they've done the main characters you would have to have. We've seen a lot of growth in the show since the beginning. It's been on for 9 years. It's going on its 10th year. And it's just, there's been so much growth and so many things that have happened over those 9 years. We've gotten character development on a lot of characters. We've gotten to see a lot of things. We went from high school to now he's working at the Daily Planet. And I love that growth and that things that they've done with it. We've gotten to see a lot of the villains, and they've done the villains pretty well, because I saw a lot of other live-action Superman TV shows, and they don't do the villains. And if they do them wrong. And so that kind of upsets me. This one, we've seen Metallo, we've seen Brainiac, we've seen Doomsday, Lex Luthor, Bizarro, and we've seen other ones like Parasite and Livewire, which they didn't get much time. The one that really kind of upsets me that they did was Mr. Mephitalix. they completely changed his. He was a meteor freak in the episode. And I know a lot of people were thinking that one of my ex-friend that I was talking about, his aunt, who also watches the show, she thought Flash first came into the episode, or Impulse as they call him in the show, was a meteor freak. And I was like, no, he's not a meteor freak. And to the best of my knowledge, the other superhero characters that they've done their origins pretty accurately. I know that they did Green Arrow's origin pretty accurately. Not sure about the Flash. I believe they did Cyborg's pretty good. And beyond that, they've had so many. And Supergirl was in the show, and I love what they did with Supergirl. I don't like how they took her out. A lot of people didn't like Supergirl. I like the fact that they went with the origin of that she came along with Clark at the same time, and she was just in stasis 20 some odd years. I like that. I do like that. So let me now get into season 10. I've kind of talked an overview of what I liked. I can get more into detail if you want me to later. But right now I want to talk about, I've seen a couple trailers for Season 10, and this will be majoritively about Season 10. They're doing a lot. I was watching an interview where they're talking about that they want to basically, this is the kitchen sink. This is where they throw in everything. Now hopefully they don't just jam in things to jam in things, but there are things I like about what they're doing. They're bringing back a lot of characters that died off. Lionel Luthor is returning. I don't know how he died in a previous season. I don't remember how he died. I think he might have... I don't remember if he committed suicide or got murdered. It was a while back. Jonathan Kent is returning, which is fantastic, which that's going to be cool, because he also was a character who died. Bizarro is going to be in the season. Brainiac 5, that's one thing I do want to talk about right now, is Brainiac 5 is going to be in this season, but it's going to be played by the same actor, and I'm kind of, like, mad about that. Brainiac 5 is a much different character than Brainiac, and I don't like how they ended Brainiac's storyline, and bringing him back kind of makes me mad, but Supergirl's returning. Happy about that. Really, really happy about that. Now, if anybody knows if Rosenbaum, the actor who played Lex Luthor, if he'll be returning, I have not heard. He has to be in the season. Everybody knows he's not dead. Lex Luthor does not. Lex Luthor eventually, I think, died in a comic. I'm not sure, but yeah, he's gonna be in the season. I hope. I have not seen him yet, and I don't know if he's gonna be in the season confirmed, but I think they are gonna bring him back in some fashion. I don't know if the actor is returning, and I don't know what they're gonna do about that, but he has to return. If everybody else is returning and he doesn't, that'll make me mad, because the other characters, like Lex Luthor, isn't dead. It's not that he isn't dead, period. He's still alive, and they need to bring him back this season. And I just wanted to state that, because he's returning. Yeah. And I actually don't know if he's returning. Please don't say, oh, you said it. No, I don't know if he's returning, but he has to return. That's what I meant. And I have to talk about that they finally showed the outfit. The image that I'll be showing right now is fake. I found it on the internet. I just wanted to display Tom Welling in the Superman outfit. There are a lot of images online that you can find, but they're all fake. So this is not from the show. Please don't leave me a comment saying it's fake. I know it's fake, everybody. I just like to show, sometimes when I find cool images like this, I like to show them because it works. Clark's going to be flying. The outfit will be in this season. Hopefully he'll wear it at the last episode. I'm so hoping that. They're really building it. The high school's coming back. I don't know how. So I'm really excited for this season. I think they have a lot of spectacular things going on. This is the final season. Yes, this is confirmed 100%. Season 10 will be the end of the show. But 10 seasons, yeah, it's come a long ways, and we're finally getting to the end. There were some rough patches here and there, but this is it. It's ending. I can't wait to see what they do in the end. I can't wait to see the evolution of the end, and I can't wait to see how they ended. There's a lot they're going to be doing this season, and I hear that they might have Darkseid. That would be kind of cool, I think. But they have a lot of things they're going to do. and I can't wait to see it. This is going to be an epic season, I think. Characters I would love to see is I would love to see Green Lantern, of course. I'm not going to get my nerd geek episode of Batman coming to the show. He was supposed to, but they couldn't get him, so they put in Green Lantern instead, or Green Arrow instead, which is pretty cool. He's been a pretty cool character. I hope they do more flushing out the Justice League. I like how they've done that. I like how this show has become. It's kind of like a Justice League show over the year. Yeah, go see a trailer. I would love to see what you guys think about this. I could talk for hours about this, but there's really nothing more for me to talk about. They're doing a lot. I can't wait for it. A lot of my subscribers do talk to a lot of these people, and if Blows Himself Up Dude, I will be sending a message to both Blows Himself Up Dude or Brown Coat Eric, and from Geeks Not Nerds or Geekvolution, Captain Logan. Please leave me a comment, if not a video response. I would like to know what you guys think. And to critique my video. I'd love to hear from you guys, because I know you guys have seen the show, and maybe not every episode. I'm pretty sure Captain Logan has, but I would love to hear, and anybody else, one of my subscribers. I know a lot of my subscribers probably do watch the show. I'd love to hear from you and know what you think, because I like the show, and I want to know what you guys are thinking, and what you guys think about Season 10. I want to know what you want to see, any heroes that you would like to be in it, make an appearance, because they're going to do a lot. And so please leave me a comment or a video response. This is Goku4071. See you next time, YouTube.